What's up, Pisces? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this, do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. If you are new to my channel, on this channel, I combine tarot and my channeling with universal law of assumption, manifesting mindset to look into your situation with a specific person, the person on your mind, like the dynamic, and help you actually like shift your focus should you wish to get a different result. So if that is something that you would like, then please stick with me. And we're going to look into Pisces, the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them, and a projected potential? And I say projected potential because all potentials exist. Universal law of assumption. Creation is finished. Everything exists all at once. Your desires are meant for you. You can have any version of a person or anyone that you would like. Circumstances, conditions, etc. don't matter. If you would like to manifest this differently, it just requires a shift in your state of consciousness, your identity, the version of Pisces that you're being, and a selection of different thoughts, assumptions, beliefs pushed out, projected outwards. It's a shift, okay? So let's get into it, Pisces. The person on your mind, Queen of Pentacles, someone that is focused on stability, okay, security. Could be someone that's focused on a commitment with you of some kind. We've got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So Pisces, it might be someone that you have either disconnected with, because Eight of Cups in reverse is a return, and then Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like back and forth, Pisces, okay? Some of you are dealing with a situation where there's other priorities in the mix. With that Two of Pentacles, there's issues to do with outside factors or work-life balance. See, that Eight of Cups in reverse had to come out, Pisces. So there's some kind of a wanting to return, Pisces, to you after with a lot of baggage, okay? So like I said, there's been back and forth. So the baggage could be responsibility. Small portion of you with that Queen of Pentacles, you're dealing with someone that has like a commitment outside, because Two of Pentacles can be like back and forth in terms of options or a situation. Don't take it if it's not your story, okay? And then we've got Six of Pentacles. There's a wanting to reestablish balance between the two of you. Some of you, the burden is just to do with, you know, support outside of the connection, like financial factors, like I said, because Six of Pentacles could be that you're dealing with someone that's way down, they have to support someone, okay? So even that Queen of Pentacles that I saw when I'm talking about like Two of Pentacles and juggling and responsibility, I mean, the tie could be like a financial tie, not a romantic tie per se, like an ex or someone where things still need to be wrapped up, you know, but it's financial, okay? Let me have a look. Okay, Four of Cups, Pisces. So there's something here to do with a little bit of disappointment, but definitely wanting a return, okay? And then we've got High Priestess. Maybe you go in and out of silence with this person, Pisces. There's something about back and forth. Now, the High Priestess card, so definitely you have an intuitive kind of a bond, but maybe it's been silent, at least in this check-in, guys, but we move moment by moment, okay? So you don't need to take this as like, this is it, but in the recent perceived past, could go back and forth, in and out. And as you're checking in, if this is your reading, you could be in like silence with this person. They don't want to disconnect altogether. There seems to be, again, a wanting to return, but maybe you have disconnected for a moment. We've got the Strength card in the reverse, Pisces, with the Moon card in the reverse and the Lovers card, okay? So they do feel a strong connection with you. Some of you, yeah, there's been something that's like come to light around maybe needing to make a choice or a decision in this situation, and it might be that it's like a pulling in different directions, because the Ten of Wands is burdens, responsibility, etc. The Strength card in the reverse is lacking sort of confidence in the situation. There's also this feeling of disappointment, like that what's been offered hasn't really been taken. So that could be on both sides, right? Like someone hasn't really chosen the connection. There's a lot weighing on the situation, like financially, etc. And so the Moon card in the reverse can be stuff that's come to light. So let me have a look what that is, okay? I mean, it could just be, you know, a lot of this fear, you know, not wanting to disconnect altogether, but having a lot of burdens and fear and not really having the confidence to deliver, you know, to the connection, or feeling adequate in some kind of a way. I mean, that would be the Strength card in the reverse. Let's have a look. King of Swords, Pisces. So that's a truthful and an honest king. That is someone that probably, with the Moon card in the reverse, it could be like something has come to light. You know, maybe something that wasn't apparent, like it was hidden, okay, did come to light. Now this person wants to straighten things out with you. King of Swords is honest. So maybe that is what's caused a temporary disconnect. Like this could be, again, like there could have been some kind of a disappointing confrontation of some kind around like not really delivering on expectations in some kind of a way, but that could be due to factors outside of the connection. Now there's some sort of like wanting to have an honest conversation, get things straight, okay? Yeah, Knight of Wands. They're very passionate about you, Pisces. I mean, for some of you, this has been more in, out, Knight of Wands. I mean, this would be a reach out again, and it is a passionate reach out, but like I said, it could go in and out of silence, okay? Now, Page of Wands as well. Flirtation. So some of you are going to get this flirtatious reach out from this reading, guys. If you want the reach out and you're focused that you haven't had a reach out, just say you're in a period of silence, guys, you can absolutely manifest that because this is all manifested, but I'll get to you in a second. So there is this sort of wanting to swoop back in, wanting to return after there's been a lot weighing on this situation. I mean, Lover's card can be triangles, guys, so a small portion of you, someone is still tied to someone like financially as well, and so this could be more like, you know, it's been a bit unstable between the two of you. It's a triangle of some kind. Don't take it if that's not resonating. And we can definitely correct it on your end if that's what you want, because it's your selection. Let's see. Yeah, Five of Cups is in the reverse, and they definitely want to reach out to you and they want to let go of this sort of feeling of like loss between the two of you. Seems to be that there's back and forth. And maybe there's a bit of a regret to not really like choosing the connection, because Lover's card is choices. So they still feel very connected to you, Pisces. And they want to talk. They want to talk it out. Let's have a look at you, Pisces, and see what the hell's going on here. Because what you want is what you want. And then all we need to do is focus on what you want from the end. Okay, being in the end, which is in the now, the state, Pisces, that has what you want. This is your energy. We've got double Pisces on this end. We've got the Strength card in the reverse, Leo energy. Okay, this also could be sort of ego stuff. With the Strength card in the reverse, it's shadow. So this could be that push-pull, like power struggles when it comes to delivering on the connection. Really choosing the connection because there's a lot of baggage, like financial baggage, fear of disappointment, fear of not being able to actually support the connection. That could be kind of a dynamic between the two of you. Now, Pisces, if you feel unsupported, then I would just advise, because yes, you can tweak behaviors in people even if you've had experiences before. This is law of assumption, guys, okay, or the mirror principle. Everyone, as you pushed out, so you can check out my free Q&A link in the description box of the video, what to do when you're dealing with people, or how you can shift your assumptions about them to have a different version show up. It's a shift in awareness and a shift in identity and shift of thoughts and assumptions pushed out. But then you would be like, they're so supportive. They're so supportive. They show up exactly as I would like them to. You have to focus on the traits that you desire. And yes, people will reflect how you're dominantly focusing on them. So we would need to take awareness off the perceived past, and you can get a completely different result. And we've got Gemini energy as well with the Lover's card. So Pisces, how do you feel the moon? Unclear, okay? I mean, the moon card in the reverse also, this Pisces could be like someone wanting to really come forward, because the King of Swords came out and actually like talk it out and reveal what feels unclear, like especially if it's just felt stagnant and the energies felt kind of off. Maybe this person wants to explain to you why they're feeling so burdened, or something that's weighing on them, okay, when it comes to this connection and this air of mystery as well. Like it could just feel a little mysterious, like there's gaps that need to be filled in, why this keeps going in and out. So they might have something that they want to say to you. We've got Six of Wands, Pisces. We've got Nine of Pentacles. Well, this is a single and available energy. So Pisces, some of you, you're very single. So this is like something that might come round and round, and you know, you might feel a strong connection with this person, but it hasn't kind of developed into anything for certain reasons, right? But also, you know, Six of Wands, maybe you want more attention, or you partly still want the success with this person. Let's have a look. Ten of Swords is in the reverse. Some of you, yeah, it might have been a situation that comes and goes. There could have been some kind of painful cycle between you and this person. Some of you, I mean, on the heavier side of things, Ten of Swords can feel a little bit like betrayal. It's a heavy word, guys. It's going to mean different things for each of you. Everything is perception. But that could be like if there's a situation where the connection hasn't really been chosen, or there's a feeling of like things not being clear or hidden in some kind of way, particularly those where you feel like there's a triangle involved or something, it could have created this feeling of like pain or betrayal. Now again, Pisces, I don't tell people what to do on this channel and I don't label people, but I would say like if you still want this person, you can have them and you can get rid of everything, and you would just take your awareness off any past traits that you don't like. And you would be like, no, they're all about me. You can practice a level of revision, or you can just forgive past version of Pisces, past version of person, how they appeared. But like, or you could say we're better than ever. We have a perfect relationship. If you want them to give you more attention, you would just be like, oh, I'm the center of their world. I am that I am. I'm that version of Pisces. Everyone that I want treats me like, you know, a king or a queen or whatever. Okay, yeah, 8 of Wands, Pisces. So you want to talk to them. You both got High Priestess. There's this sense of silence, but like it doesn't completely maybe ever totally end. So there's communication. Maybe you want to clarify things with them. But it does go in and out of silence. I mean, High Priestess is also your intuition. I mean, maybe you're trying to feel it out, what you really want from this situation. So if you do decide what you want, Pisces, then, you know, say you want them, but you want 2.0, you can focus on the version of you that feels worthy, deserving, has the person living in that state, and then focus on them as the ideal version that you would prefer, okay? Yeah, there's a 3 of Swords in the reverse. So you want to get past the hurt or the separation. There's something that has caused like some pain or some separation. They want to return, okay? Now you've got 3 of Swords in reverse. I mean, some of you know of, there's some kind of like maybe residue of a third party or something like that. And that could be the issue, and that could have caused some strife between the two of you. Now, if that is the case, Pisces, whatever we focus on grows. So that's why, you know, I say to my clients and anyone else in the community who teaches conscious manifesting will say circumstances don't matter. Third party doesn't matter. Present or past third party, the energy of it, if you feel like there is still one around and it's affecting your connection, it doesn't have to be. It's like you're placing conditions on your relationship, the manifestation that you want in the now. So it doesn't matter at all. Or if you keep focusing on that you had some kind of an issue with this person and it's still lingering, and that might be why you're not talking, etc. Well, just throw it out the window. People can shift in a moment. It's all coming down to you and your perception. Where your focus is growing and growing and growing. So that's your awareness. So you would be, like I said, no, we're better than ever. If you have a third party situation, you'd be like, no, it's just us. We have a perfect relationship, whatever it is. If you have an assumption this person is still tied up in something and isn't ready to give you everything, throw that out the fucking window. It's just your assumptions. Literally, law of assumption or law of being. Who are you being? Are you being the version of Pisces that has what you want or doesn't? Or sees this person as the version that you want or doesn't? Okay, we have 5 of Cups. You both have this 5 of Cups. They want to get past it. They also might feel like there's some regrets between the two of you around this like Knight of Wandsy type behavior, like too in and out, too wishy-washy, passion and chemistry, but maybe not stable enough, not like properly choosing the connection. And again, this reading doesn't have to be for you if it's not for you, so don't make it fit. We've got 10 of Swords in the reverse. See, Lover's card. And I said not choosing the connection because I was looking at the Lover's card, and you have Lover's card that flips out in the reverse. There's a pain here, Pisces, that you have around not feeling chosen, not feeling enough, not feeling lovable. So that literally is the Lover's card in the reverse. That's the shadow of the Lover's card. So it is about self. So if there's an issue here around this dynamic that has gone on that's triggered something around not feeling good enough or not feeling chosen, you really that's a self-concept issue. This might even be in terms of love or how you identify with love. If you've had more than one spilt cup as well, Pisces, because look at this, 5 of Cups. This is lots of loss. So some of you, this is a pattern. So I would say if that's the case, see, whatever I'm telling you is going to help guide you regardless. So you're manifesting from states of being and how you identify yourself and in relation to, say, love, people. So there might be a story here about not being the chosen one or just not being enough. And so that is kind of what's been maybe reflected, or it's the dynamic that it's triggering. It's a pain. And that's like the loss. Now, with respect to this person, if that is what has been triggered, well, all we need to do is, like I said, self-concept. I'm the version of Pisces. I am chosen. I've always been chosen. I've always been more than enough, because you inherently are. You're perfect. I'm lovable. I'm enough. See, we've got Queen of Cups here, and then you've got a Two of Cups in the reverse, and then you have Two of Pentacles, back and forth, back and forth. Now, some of you are aware that might be juggling back and forth because of another energy, like a triangle, particularly financially tied, or others of you, it's back and forth. It just, like, someone's not really chosen this connection, you know, and it's caused like this pain between the two of you, because the Two of Cups, it's like this Five of Cups is here, all this spilt cups, there's a Two of Cups in the background. Now you've got a Two of Cups here, but it's in the reverse, and the Lover's card is in the reverse. Both relate to relationships and soul connection, but in the reverse shadow energy, they always relate to feeling unloved, basically, or lack of self-love. That's the shadow, okay? So, or not really being chosen. So Pisces is about choosing the story where you're chosen. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not sending you to heal or do like tons of shadow work. Select version of Pisces that has that self-concept. I mean, you have emotion for this person. Some of you are focused on self in your career, that's fine. And some of you want to manifest something else in, that's fine. But if this is your reading and this is something that you want to shift, you can shift with them and you can bring in something else. That's totally fine. Maybe some of you are also weighing your options now with the Two of Pentacles. That's also fine. But yeah, Pisces, I mean, I'm going to get some cards on like just in this moment. Guys, we really literally can shift moment by moment. It's unbelievable, just due to who you're being and your awareness. But in this moment, this check-in, what are they feeling that they want to do? They don't want to disconnect from you, Pisces. So, you know, we've got clarity and truth. Did I not say that with the King of Swords? Revelations, determination. They don't want to let you go, okay? And then there's heartbroken. See? Round and round, and there's some hurt feelings here. I mean, we have the Love card right after that. So Lover's card, you both have Lover's card, okay? And then what else? What else do we have? Okay, Camera, making memories, learn from the past, perception. Well, Five of Cups kind of is like that. It's like the olds crying over spilt cups. They want to get past that. Page of Wands is also about perception, right? So it's getting a new perspective on things. And what else, Pisces, do they want? I mean, let's have a look. Yeah, there's addiction here. So look, some of you are dealing with a situation where that's the problem. The Moon card in the reverse, and it's like come to light, this person has some problems in that department, addictions, etc. But I wasn't getting much of that at all. There might be a codependent situation outside of your connection, because I said someone might be dependent financially. So there's a codependent relationship, that could be the triangle. Or I would say that there's an emotional block and that's caused back and forth between the two of you, and there's maybe wanting to reveal feelings, but it causes a rejection wound between the two of you, okay? Because this says obsession and restraint, possession and control, emotional block. So, you know, that could also be the pain, Pisces, between the two of you, you know? And so Queen of Cups has an open heart. You might have trouble trusting in the love because there's an issue here around not feeling lovable or not feeling enough. And on the flip side, this person might have trouble expressing love. It might ping pong a little bit like that, right? What else? Yeah, and then we have wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. Some of you, there's like a marriage or something outside that's more so financial, not emotional. But I would say this also talks about like soul connection. We have enough cards to indicate that, right? Like lovers, okay? Two of Cups. So look, they want to express their love. Camera, okay? Maybe they're looking at your pictures. It's also learned from the past. So there's something that they want to bring up or clarify between the two of you. Now, for some of you, if you want to completely just disconnect from that dynamic altogether in the mind, guys, because we're never like, it's not a forcing job or manipulating the 3D. You can actually go within and select a completely different version of person, and they can show up completely different, and the perceived past is going to be irrelevant. And you can look up topics like revision, etc. You can look at my course where I talk about this in more detail, or the link in my video where I talk about how we have to let go of old awareness, and everyone is different versions of us pushed out, and aspects that we are experiencing of them, we can easily just let that go and they will shift for us. But in this check-in, Pisces, there's also says making memories. So they want to return and they want to, you know, a refresher. There's a Knight of Wands and making new memories. Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, new perspective. Okay, after separation. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you. It also says uncertain future. So there seems to be a lack of confidence in this in some kind of a way because of some burdens. They're burdened by things emotionally between the two of you, and they're burdened maybe by finances and issues around that. And there's this theme of support, needing mutual support and reciprocity between the two of you. So Pisces, do what you will with that. You can tweak things. You can also just not take anything you don't like. It's not set in stone. It's an energy read. Your energy, they're going to shift when you shift your focus. Legit. That's how it works. So your thoughts and beliefs about self and about them, they will respond. They will be compelled to act upon it. You can even look at Neville Goddard. He talks about that. So I'm not just talking out of my arse, and I've tested it. So yes, Pisces, they still are not going to let you go. It's going to be up to you. But if you don't want to have this version and you do want them, you want the nice parts, you can have that. All right, Pisces, sending you guys so much love. I hope that resonated for some of you. I intend that it guided some of you either way. And I will check in with you guys in 2 weeks' time.